Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mitazia, and today I will present my material about narrative text. Okay, what is narrative text? Narrative text is an imaginative story to entertain people and to entertain the readers about the story. Next, purpose of narrative text. The purpose of narrative text is to entertain the reader with a story or event that has the problem that led to conflict, and the end of the story is no resolution or happy ending or a sad. Next slide. Generic structure of narrative text. Generic structure of narrative text have three generic structure, and the first, orientation. Orientation it is about the opening paragraph where the characters of the story are introduced. And the second, complication. Complication it where the problems in the story develop it. And the last, resolution. Resolution it where the problems in the story is solved. And next, characteristic of narrative text. Characteristic of narrative text have 5 characteristics. The first, using action verb in past tense form. For example, climb, thrown, broke, and etc. And the second, using certain nouns as pronouns for certain people, animals, and objects in the story. For example, the king and the queen, and etc. And the third, using adjectives that form a noun phrase. For example, long black hair and 2 red apples. And the fourth, use time connective and conjunction to short event. For example, then, before, after, soon, and etc. And the last, use adverb and adverbial phrase to show the location of an incident or event. For example, here in the mountain, happily ever after, and etc. Next, example of narrative text. Example of narrative text, Snow White. Snow White. Once upon a time, there lived a little girl named Snow White. She lived with her aunt and uncle because her parents were dead. One day, she heard her uncle and aunt talking about leaving Snow White in the castle because they both wanted to go to America and they didn't have enough money to take Snow White. Snow White did not want her uncle and aunt to do this, so she decided it would be best if she ran away. The next morning, she ran away from home when her aunt and uncle were having breakfast. She ran away into the woods. Then she saw this little cottage. She knocked, but no one answered, so she went inside and fell asleep. Meanwhile, the 7 dwarfs were coming home from work. They went inside. There they found Snow White sleeping. Then Snow White woke up. She saw the dwarfs. The dwarf said, "What is your name?" Snow White said, "My name is Snow White." One the dwarf said, If you wish, you may live here with us." And Snow White said, "Oh, cold eye, thank you." And then Snow White told the dwarfs the whole story, and finally Snow White and the 7 dwarfs will live happily ever after. And general structure of Snow White. Once upon a time, there lived a little girl named Snow White. She lived with her aunt and uncle because her parents were dead. Its mean is orientation. And paragraph 2. One day she heard her uncle until she ran away into the woods is complication. and resolution is Snow White is then she saw this little cottage until happily ever after. Okay, I think enough explain about narrative text. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.